the eye then. And if you can't solve any of the country's real problems, just start redefining words, Steve, is my cynical take on that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Michael Gove's new definition of a boombastic jazz style. No, wait a minute. A definition of extremism means for free speech. That's dated me, that reference, hasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't even get it. And I'm already quite old, so...
You mustn't. So the new definition is expected to recast extremism as the promotion or advancement of an ideology based on intolerance, hatred or violence. There's the other bit that worries me. Those who seek to undermine or overturn the UK's system of liberal democracy. How do you define undermine, and in what way is it impacting the liberal democracy? I look at some of the stuff that we do, or I've done in previous jobs, where you mock the government. Am I undermining liberal democracy? Am I an extremist now?
You were a bit.
I did, yeah.
You are quite undermining sometimes.
But the problem is, it's done to look like the party's being tough on the people marching on Saturdays. This won't impact them at all. No. This is a rule that basically means it will stop people having meetings with government officials and some funding. So it's another classic thing of the government looking tough, but actually not solving a problem, and then just probably blaming lefty lawyers on it not working at the end.
Right. Because, yeah, my understanding was, why can't we enforce the rules we already have? It always seemed to me the police could do it if they wanted to. But does this help the police, Paul, or is it nonsense?
No, it just creates a bigger list of hurty words, doesn't it?
Right.
I mean, we've got a list of hurty words, and now we're going to add to the list of hurty words. And people get ever so upset by the hurty words, Nick. But we shouldn't care about that.
You just own them, like you with gammon.
Exactly. If people are going to shout gammon at you, make yourself the people's gammon.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should ban any speech. I've always said that. I'm not suggesting that all speech is good speech, but I'd much rather hear it. I'd much rather hear what people have to say, and otherwise it just goes underground. I'm not sure, you can't police it either. I mean, that's a whopping great list of hurty words now. You can't just wander around central London with your list of hurty words.
But it's some sort of attempt to deal with the Islamic extremism, and then they have to talk about the far right as well, even though 90% of it...
They would do anyway, wouldn't they? If there was a Muslim uprising, an actual one, not one just in the Daily Mail, and it happened, they would still manage somehow to say that an element of that Islamic uprising was far right.
Yeah.